I come with messages of love from the birds. I'll tell you something for what it's worth. With you, heaven is a place on earth, and I will take you there. I'll take you. Greetings, TAYliens. I don't know why I wanted to call you my star soldiers, okay? You're my star soldiers. If you're subscribed to the channel, you are part of the Tay gang. You're a TAYlien, and now you a star soldier too, baby. What? They can even hate from outside the club because they can even get in. Okay, anyways, let's go. No, but for real, let's go. So I'm super excited to present today's reading, which is all about messages from the birds featuring the Divine Feather Oracle. Is that how? Yes, Divine Feather Messenger Oracle cards. This is a deck that I have always felt really connected to at particular times when the birds really call to me, and the birds have been calling, baby. So let's have a chit chat with the birds. Let's see what a little birdie told me to tell you. I hope you guys enjoy. Leave love in the comment section down below, and I will see you in your group. Group number 1 that resonates with this feather image. This is your message from the birds, brought to you by Tarot with Tay. For more messages like this, make sure you hit the subscribe button, okay? And also when you subscribe, you get a bonus message at the end of certain pick a card readings where TAYliens, yes, TAYliens are subscribers to the channel, get exclusive access to additional messages, all right? So, the very first word that I was picking up channeling for you was plagiarism. Now, this sent my mind in a whirlwind because I'm like, oh God, what do you mean plagiarism? Because plagiarism is not something to be played with. I made a funny because play is in the word plagiarism. Anyways. But this is not to get in a tiffy about, because what this is telling me is that either way, something of yours is going to reach so many people on so many scales, so many levels, like your outreach and something that you create, something that you say, write, draw, sing, whatever, has the capacity to reach masses to where you will either experience levels of plagiarism, people plagiarizing your work, or if this is the other way around, because hey, shit happens, your work will still reach scales, levels, and masses to where you may be accused of plagiarizing someone else's work. Now, plagiarism does not have to be taken in the literal sense of like a written works or creative endeavor. This could even be like someone trying to say that you are plagiarizing someone's essence or their entire style, whatever the case may be. The birds are coming to you with what this actually means, though. This is a good thing, even if it is kind of a pain in the behind having to deal with plagiarism accusations, or you having to put out plagiarism accusations. Take it as it resonates. And remember that readings don't have to be literal. This could be metaphorical. So let's go ahead and see what the birds have to say. A little birdie told me that group number 1 has the potential to reach masses and should strive to do so. I'm being brought to the color green. This could be your nail color, your eye color, your hair color. You could be focusing on your heart chakra at this time, or you could be seeing a lot of green crystals, or you could be eating a lot of vegetables. This could have been like your main MO right now, is like vegetables and things of that nature. 2 of Wands with the Strength at the bottom of the deck here. That's what I'm saying. This is patience and planning with the Strength card coming out at the bottom of the deck. This is definitely talking about holding on to something, letting it gain weight, essentially. Something is gaining weight. Something that you're doing is getting heavier, heftier, holding more weight. Sacred Beetle Armor. You have a Mighty Shield, the number 38. This could be a message to make sure that you protect your work from plagiarism by taking necessary steps and actions before publicizing said works. Bottom of the deck is the Black Cat, Lost Magic, Atonement, Rebalance, the number 30. But I'm really getting now in the metaphorical sense that this could be talking about plagiarism. Feeling like everyone's getting credit for what they were inspired by you to do. And if you've been around the channel long enough to know, you know that I've definitely gone through my phase where I was like, oh my God, I hate people copying off of me, which I still don't like it. But it's more of a, because I want people to be original and true to themselves and not so much trying to feed off of or emulate someone else's lifestyle, because authenticity is beautiful and it's individual. Now, this doesn't mean that you can't be inspired, okay? But there's just something here within you that you need to know cannot be taken from you. It cannot be emulated, speculated. This is your truth. You're being called to create from a space to where even if they tried to take it from you, it would make them look stupid, quite frankly, because it's yours. This is like you being told to tell your story of your life through high school for whatever reason, and then someone tries to do the same exact thing. And then when people do their research, that person is clearly lying, but you have the proof in the pudding of you going through this in high school. The truth cannot be hidden. Even if they do steal from you, even if you do have to go through some annoying ownership and rights and things of that nature, even if you have to go through all of that, you have a mighty shield. Remember that you are who you are, and I know that as an artist, as a creator, it can be difficult sometimes to put your soul into your work for someone else to just steal it. It's irritating. I know. But you have to remember that you are yourself, and yes, your work is an extension of you, but your work is not you. It's an extension, a vibration of you, but it is not you. There's something here that the little birdies want to tell me to tell you about sharing. Sharing is caring. Hummingbird spirit joy, the number 22. And then we have the number 32. This could be telling you to backtrack 2 specific cycles. I'm not sure if this is 2 months, 2 weeks, 2 years. You can determine. 2 decades. There's a look at that image one more time. And I'm going to keep pulling cards. There's something trapped in your imagination. The only way to help this message find its way to the surface is by sharing. It's like you have how do I describe that? It's like you have a library, like your own Akashic records of all the things that you want to share in life, but all you're doing is letting it build up. What good is it doing building up in there? It's not doing anything but putting you under more pressure. It's not doing anything but hiding your truth. So a little birdie told me that it's definitely time for you to prepare yourself. This is not saying you gotta just share everything immediately, but this is you being called to prepare yourself to share. This could be you preparing to share your story. This could be you preparing to share music. This could be you preparing to share art. But this is you preparing to share yourself with the world. We need you more than you need credit. I know that that's a difficult pill to swallow. Again, this is something that even I have struggled with. Always like, oh my God, I hate when people copy me. And I still don't like it. But it comes from a different place, a different space. It's neither here nor there. But as I live more, I'm realizing that it's more important for the masses to be inspired than it is for me to get my credit. This is not me condoning stealing people's work straight up. Like, no, that's not cool ever. But this is a call for you to focus on what you can control, what you can do to protect yourself. When you get ready to share said works, make sure you cover your own behind in whatever way that may mean. There's a lot that you have to share with the world. I'm being brought to pepperoni pizza and I am vegan, so I don't know what that channel is. I'm feeling guided to get my tea leaf cards and I'm gonna go grab them really quick, y'all. So just sit there, breathe with the cards for a minute. Take it all in. Why you want to slap Tara with Tay upside her head? Because she told you to share. Sharing is caring. I know the thieves, they get on your nerves. I know. I know, boo. I know. I know. I know. Tell Mama Tay about it. I know. I know. All right, let's see. Let's see here. And this is not to make it seem like I just get over it when people copy me. Sometimes it's like a real shadow energy that I have to work through when I peep it. Sometimes it's easier to accept that someone stole something from you than other times. Sometimes it's easier than other times. Let me tell you though, it's definitely gotten a lot easier for me now because I used to feel the need to speak up on it all the time. Now I just don't even say anything. I just pray about it. And I pray that somehow that energy will find its way back to me. But it's a never-ending cycle. Even when the energy that you put out to inspire someone else to do something that you did, and it comes back to you with more inspiration, it's just going to give you more inspiration to share something that someone else is going to take. It's a never-ending cycle, so you might as well not dwell on it, respectfully. I'm going to expose this card later. Let's get some clarifiers. Okay, thank you. We have victory in some endeavor, clarifying the Two of Wands. Whatever plans that you make to share, to prepare yourself for sharing, I promise you, you follow through with those plans and adjust as needed, you are going to be so astounded by what you achieve, by what you accomplish. We have kite, vacation. Boundaries. Again, on this path to planning, make sure you cross your T's and dot your I's, so that once it's out there, you feel safe. There's something about you needing to do whatever you need to do to feel safe, to share your truth. We have the Sun, happiness and well-being. The thing is that this is not about credit. This is about setting your soul free. Look at that door. Opportunities are waiting for you. Outside of this bubble, opportunities are waiting for you. Sharing your truth shall set you free on a path towards happiness and well-being. This is not about credit, baby. I'm telling you, this life for you is not about credit. It's about setting yourself free, your soul free. And that is through freedom of expression in every form of the word. I feel like you may be like a mosh of a creator. Like, you could paint, sing, act, dance, write. Things that I don't even know. Like, you can sew clothes together. You can build things, like architecturally speaking. Like, you can do all these things. Allow yourself to do those things. Please set yourself free. A little birdie told me that you are afraid of people stealing from you, taking from you, and you're afraid of being accused of stealing or taking from another. Look that truth in the face. Look at how these two, it's like this darker raven energy. I don't associate them with darkness, but just hear me out. This person looking this raven right in the eyes on the left side, this is the yin energy. She still has that red hair, the gold energy. Red and gold is her essence, her vibration. Look at her over here, red and gold. Now she's with a white bird on the right side, yang energy. This is about finding your balance, your yin, your yang, you're setting your soul free. That is so much more important than the credit that you feel that you need to receive. Now, again, this is not me telling you to just drop everything and say, oh yeah, just drop all your work and let everyone steal from you. No, no, no. Again, do what you need to do to make yourself feel safe, protected. If, God forbid, someone did steal from you, make sure you have your I's dotted and your T's crossed so you could be like, oh no, Mr., Mrs., ma'am, sir, them, they, or anything in between. You can have it handled, okay? So let's go ahead and reveal your card. We have the Oriole. A new creative venture is on the horizon. See it as a positive change, okay? So it's your time to shine. It's your time to share. I just realized these cards have not been in the frame the whole time, and that's going to irritate my little soul. That's going to irritate me. It really is. Is that better? That is so much better, okay? Now I'm going to pull one last tea leaf card to clarify the new creative venture on the horizon from your bird spirit Oriole. If you are a painter, a creator, a writer, actually, you know what? Fluck all that. Whatever you create, I want you to make something that is inspired by this card, by this Oriole, the imagery, the colors, the words, I don't care. But I want you to create something and share it immediately, even if it's something small. Share something small that you are willing to show the world that you were inspired by this card. I want you to create something small, especially like for my painters. Paint a little birdie, paint a little Oriole and share it with me on Instagram. I would love to see it. You don't have to, but this is just a baby step here. If you are into architecture, build a little orange house. Or a big ass orange house. I don't know, a castle. Let's get one last tea leaf message for you. Yoke, feeling tied down or frustrated. You may not even realize that a lot of your anger, frustration, confusion, whatever it may be that you're feeling, I think that you may be like emotionally volatile is what I just heard. I don't even know what that word actually means. Hold on. Define emotionally volatile. Okay. Define volatile.
As an adjective.
Hey, hush. Don't be saying all that.
A substance.
Easily evaporated at normal temperatures. Exactly. Emotionally volatile. Basically just reactive. Okay? You may have been extremely reactive. Angry. Happy, sad. Just like the extremes of these emotions. That's because you're meant to place this energy elsewhere. You're meant to share this energy. So please, please, please start sharing. Bottom of the deck, we have Chairfield. Someone new is entering your life. I'm feeling guided to read you this message straight from the book, and so I shall do just that. It's the number 50. Let's see, card 50. Card number 50 from the Oracle of Visions. This is on page 110 and 111. Curiosity, comparisons, dissatisfaction. One of the most tragic things I know about human nature is that all of us tend to put off living. We are all dreaming of some magical rose garden over the horizon instead of enjoying the roses that are blooming outside our windows today. Another message that's coming through here is you could be accidentally plagiarizing because you're comparing yourself to other people instead of focusing on your inner world and learning how to translate it into the external world. Or you're comparing yourself to other people, which is telling you, oh, I'm not good enough, I just won't create. Fluck that. I will read on. We are driven at first by curiosity and then by dissatisfaction to consider alternatives to our present circumstances. The grass appears to be greener on the other side of the fence, or so we believe. And so it is with this visual take on the tale of the Little Mermaid. The glass sphere provides her with a means of briefly experiencing another world, and much like a vacation away from home, or brief foray into a different lifestyle, the experience can prove to be intoxicating. Isn't it so interesting that this is a take on the Little Mermaid? But I did not get that from this imagery. Even though, yes, it's a redheaded mermaid, I did not automatically assume, oh, they stole that from the Little Mermaid. I didn't think that. I thought of Atlantis first, actually. So there's big emphasis here on credit and inspiration. It may turn out to be something that leaves us discontent, or it may provide the impetus to move on and to make such changes permanent. But we should be wary and consider carefully whether we would truly belong in this new environment. We should try to judge it for what it would be in reality. The attraction and appeal of those brief encounters may not survive a lengthier commitment. So I feel as though you may have found yourself saying, you know what, instead of doing that, I'll do this. But those other things just don't feel the same. They don't hit right. They don't talk to your soul. They don't inspire you. They don't make you want to live any longer. You get what I'm saying? Whatever it is that you're hiding due to fear of not being good enough or comparison, that's your ticket to freedom. And this is what a little birdie told me about group number 1. Sending you so much love, so much life. Be sure to hit the subscribe button as well as the bell to be notified whenever I pull up with new content just like this. If you are a TAYlien, meaning you're already subscribed to the channel, I will see you at the very end of this reading. Sending you so much love, so much life. Until next time, I'm being guided to ring my bell, ring my bell. Bye. Why, hello. Hello, my little chickadees. Well, I don't think this is the chickadee feather. I don't actually know. But I wanted to call you a chickadee. And maybe that's a sign for you to look into symbolism of the bird, the chickadee. Let me see if it's in here, I will read it to you. But if it's not, that means that another group or you have the chickadee. Oh, why is the cardinal facing that way? Okay, so cardinals and chickadees are relevant to you. Okay, there's a chickadee. The time is right to release old patterns and energies. You are ready to embrace change. Okay, so when I was calling you my little chickadee, it made me think of like a maternal figure, like a grandmother, an aunt, a mother, a sister, for some of you, an uncle, a brother. Okay, so this could be anybody, but just someone who uses terms of endearment with you, like they call you out of your name, but they're like cute names, nicknames. Okay, this is somehow relevant. The birds want to bring this up. It's as if this figure is comforting you for your differences. Like, group number 2, you are a weirdo, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm saying that with a big smile on my face because weird is not a bad word. Like, I tell people, like, this was a thing that I went through a phase where I was like, look, I'm weird, so just hear me out. Like, I still do that sometimes, but people are like, you're not weird. That's not, I'm like, yo, weird is not a bad thing. To me, it's a compliment. Like, but it's just my way of prefacing to people, like, hey, I'm weird, meaning I'm different from the norm. So keep that in mind when I say what I'm about to say or when I do what I'm about to do. Okay? You are being called to really embrace your weirdness, your... I'm hearing apathy, but it's not in the way of like you don't give a fuck about anybody or anything. It's more of you don't care about the things that other people care about. And this makes you quote unquote weird. Not even quote, it makes you weird. Point blank period. You know what? What is the actual definition of the word weird? Define the word weird. Suggesting something supernatural or uncanny. See? That's not a bad word. Supernatural or uncanny. I just started playing the bird sounds in the background again. You're weird. So what? Embrace it. This is the main message from the birds. You are a free thinker. You are an individual. You pride yourself on this, or at least you should pride yourself on this. Let's see. A little birdie told me. Group number 2. The Page of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, we have the 5 of Wands. See, prodigy. You have prodigy written all over you because you are weird. Now I'm over here. Hold up. Define the word prodigy. A person, especially a young one, endowed with exceptional qualities or abilities. So you've got supernatural or uncanny abilities. Embrace that. Ooh. We got a lot of cards. I'm going to read all of them, but I'm going to take this one. Snow White and her animal friends, you inspire trust and confidence. And Little Red Riding Hood, I am not a victim. And Beauty and the Beast, you need some space in a relationship. Anyone that tries to shame you for your abnormalities, your weirdness, your supernatural uncanniness, you should distance yourself from. But those that embrace you for who you are, for all of who you are, the Mermaid of Immersion, complete commitment to number 44. Bottom of the deck, butterflies and gloom. After sadness, happiness and hope return. So, I'm being guided to like put myself more in this reading, not in like an egotistical way. Y'all know I couldn't care less about that kind of stuff. Me being weird used to terrify me when I was younger. I was always, especially like being black, like let's be real, like look guys, my skin is, I'm of African descent. Ooh, let's not get too political. No, I'm being sarcastic. But my culture, you're supposed to be, quote unquote, supposed to be like this, in this box. You're supposed to be like that. I was never like that. I was the alternative girl, okay? I used to have the black hair that went over one eye. I used to love alternative music. I still do. But I wish that I would have embraced it more when it terrified me the most. But in order to feel safe, I brushed it under the rug. But now that part of me it resurfaces whenever she wants to. Like, oh, these black nails? Oh, that's part of her. Like, she's like, oh yeah, bitch, I'm gonna make my mark. 13-year-old me is like, hey, I'm still in this bitch, okay? So there are aspects of you that you are being called to immerse yourself in. The Little Mermaid keeps coming through here. In group number 1, there was a card that referenced the Little Mermaid, but it was a whole different deck. That's incredible to me. And it makes me think of Chloe and Hallie. Hallie's the one who is the mermaid, right? Who would have ever fucking thought that a African descendant with locks would be the little motherfucking mermaid? And now we have her. She's starring in The Beauty and the Beast. Black and Filipino. Filipino. It's Filipino. Okay. They didn't make it to those firsts. They didn't get labeled as the first this, the first that, by trying to be like everybody else. You only get to be the first of something when you are the first one to stick to something. When you are the first to believe in something. Oh yeah, complete commitment. The Page of Pentacles. This is like holding on to it, and not like with a death grip, but more like, this is who I am. As long as your weirdness is not harming you or anyone else, be you. Spirit Guardian of Spring activation. As I said, be you. Activate this part of you. Live in this part of you. Listen to this part of you. Wild Rose Fairy Love. I was just about to say fairies. Fuck, I should have said it before I looked. Because I was looking at these little spirits down here. Fairies could be relevant to you. Oh, look at that. Swans on swans on swans. This card I already... Oh my god, you have a double 44. That's so beautiful. That's so beautiful. Okay, bottom of the deck, we have this imagery. We got messages from the birds, and you got birds. You got birds. Okay, the birds is here. The birds. All right. But this card I already know talks about having your own individual identity in the masses, even when working with other people. Being yourself. Being weird. I just heard being exclusive. You may be finding yourself trying to fit to some format. I concur that this reading is activating you, if you so accept. I don't do anything against your will, okay? Even spiritually. let little aspects of you be activated as you release what is no longer part of you. I'm seeing this feather wear that she has on. It's like one feather falls off and she takes another step forward. Another feather falls off, she takes another step forward. Something like that. Let's go ahead and expose your card. Condor. Hold the highest vision for your life. You now possess the ability to move past any hurdles. And honestly, the only hurdle that I can really fathom here is your own fear of being considered weird, different. You like to be inconspicuous, but that's funny for someone who wants to have red hair, green lipstick, and all black clothes, and a spiked belt in a straight up and down society. You get what I'm saying? You want to be inconspicuous. Or do you? Do you really want to be inconspicuous? So much so that you're willing to hide who you actually are just to not be perceived? Or are you so committed to being yourself that you activate who you truly are, despite who may think or say what? We have not unsuccessful plans, clarifying the Page of Pentacles. What was unsuccessful is what someone was trying to teach you or instill in you or tell you that you're supposed to do. It's not working. Something's not working because it's not meant to work for you. Oh my gosh, career. This could have to do with your job. For some of you, this could have been a person, place, or a thing, or a job that you could have been completely committed to, and it was ripped from your hands. And you're like, what the fuck, bro? But look what it forced you to do. Leg, stepping into a new experience. Clarifying activation. Wow, we are doing messages from the birds and you have bird perched, waiting for news, package, letter. It's like you're here waiting to move like the swans. But the swans are waiting on you to move. The swans want to know what you're gonna do. Dog barking, advice from a friend. Bottom of the deck, broom, new home, new attitude. So, I don't know who needs to hear this, but someone or many people, take it as it resonates, are specifically waiting on you to make a specific move so that they then feel comfortable to make that move. You're an activator. So you have to be the weird one. You have to, so that other people realize it's safe to be weird too. That's your mission. That's your only goal in this life, is to be your truly, authentically weird ass self. To inspire others to be their truly, authentically weird ass self, because we are all weird. In different ways. I'm being guided to read the Spirit Guardian of Spring activation card, so I shall do just that. That's number 36, and remember that you have 2 44s on the table as well. We are reading from the Sacred Forest Oracle. That's what this deck is. 36. Daffodils are surfacing through the dark, rich soil. Tiny green buds are busting forth on every tree as a cacophony. Cacophony. Why does my accent want to change when I say that? Cacophony? I don't know. Of bird songs fill the air. I'm going to say as a symphony of bird songs fill the air. That sounds just as good to me. Flowers are bursting into bloom, and there is a wild scampering through the forest as creatures large and small revel in the glorious energy of spring. A new cycle has begun again. I was getting like all that animal shit because like we had the bird, the dog, and then we were talking about the Little Mermaid and the swans, and we're already doing a bird reading and the fish. It's a lot of animals involved here. Do not hesitate. The time is now. Take action. It's okay if you are hesitant or even afraid. Face that fear and do it anyway. There are times to pull back and think carefully before every action, but this is not one of those times. Forge forward with courage and certainty. A new beginning awaits you. You might experience some chaos or turmoil, but that is all a part of this exciting time of activation. Do not allow upheaval to disrupt your forward trajectory. Be courageous and forthright. Make your decisions swiftly with confidence, and then act on them with steely resolve. In ancient times, people employed springtime ceremonies to clear out the old and invite the new. Spring was seen as a time of new life, seeds sprouting, eggs hatching, animals giving birth, and new beginning. Spring also refers to hope, renewal, growth, youth, and love, and ceremonies were done to honor this transition in life. The spirit guardian of spring says, get ready. Big changes are ahead. Things that have been incubating are now coming to life. I have chills right now, y'all. Chills. Believe and you shall receive. I promise you. Be yourself. Be yourself. Stop hiding. A profound transformation is ahead. Take risks. Keep going. Prepare for this time of upheaval, fluctuations, and renewal. And the end result will be glorious. And I promise you, as someone who has gone through their own certain level of activation here, let me tell you that you are going to question every move that you make towards this new experience, because you're going to spark arguments. Your relationships are going to be shaken up. But guess what? Only the ones that are meant to last will evolve and withstand the test of time. So in this process, yes, your life is going to look like a fucking mess. It's going to look like it's crumbling, because it is. To welcome in the new. This is what the birdies told me to tell you. Sending you so much love, so much life. If you're a TAYlien, I will see you at the very end of this reading. Be sure to hit the subscribe button as well as the bell so you can become a TAYlien if you're not already. And until next time, take care. Be well. Bye. Sitting duck, watch me cluck. That's why I don't give a fluck. I don't know. That was just like a random channel. Okay. We will take a look at this card a little later. Group number 3. A little birdie told me to tell you. I promise you that if you follow through, all that you wish will be attracted to you. Ooh, interesting. Okay, this group is giving heavy air energy. And you are being personified. Like, sitting where I'm at right now, my heart chakra is literally wide open. Like, there's literally a hole in my my heart chakra to where you can see straight through me. And what's going on is that air, it's like a vacuum, is sucking certain things or energies into my heart space and putting them through this portal to a whole new world. It's time for you to focus on your heart chakra again, is what a little birdie told me. I think you may have put this on the back burner for a minute because of the environment. There was something about like you living through the heart space, but then it got a little too dangerous because of where you were. You couldn't. But then you realize that you still had control of the situation. Now that heart portal is closing. But you already know how to open it. You know how to activate it. But it's about knowing when to say when. It's about knowing who to give. And ultimately knowing that you will win in the end. So a little birdie told me that you may have been taken advantage of, scarred in new ways, but somehow these new ways still feel the same. All it was meant to teach you was your worth and better boundaries. That's it. There's nothing wrong with you. You're not in trouble. This was a lesson. That's all. Show gratitude for this lesson as you close it out. I literally see you like writing down the last few sentences in a journal, and then you close it, and now you're moving on. Oh, we have bonus cards. Oh, we have the Lovers and the Eight of Wands. The Fool. As I said that you're closing it and moving on, it's interesting that we have the Lovers and the Eight of Wands. This is truly motion of moving forward. Let's do it like this. You are either recovering or have recovered from a situation where you were taken advantage of, or you felt tricked, deceived. This card came out in group number 1, but I'm not going to take it. Feel free to check group number 1 if you feel guided to do so. It's not necessary. Oh my god, y'all, it came out again and a freaking commercial just started playing. Okay, you know what? There's something significant going on right now, because the fact that I pulled this motherfucking card out again. Pose brave flight. You will not let fear stop you this time. Sacred beetle armor. You have a mighty shield. Let me turn that birdie sound back up. So you know what? I'm going to take it, but I'm also going to take another. A loyal guardian. Magical protector that is there for you. The unending sadness of looking back. Endless regret, obsessive grief, replaying the past, negative nostalgia. You cannot be hurt like this again. This is not to say that you will never be hurt again. But did you die? Actually, yeah, part of you did. But look at you, still living, vibrant, beautiful, abundant. You're sensitive. You are potentially too trusting. And maybe even loyal to a fault at some time, at some points in time. Do not let this world change that part of you. The part of you that's quick to love, quick to respond. And when I say quick, I mean excitably. Like, don't let this experience take your joy. Don't let it kill the inner child. You're being called to help yourself find a new perspective in love and things. Like, I want to cry right now. I do. A little birdie told me that you just want to feel safe, protected, loved, cared for. You want to be someone's first choice. You will. But right now, we have to focus on this hill. Notice I said this hill, not a mountain, this hill. You're overcoming something right now. In love. I think I feel like you're about to be over the hill. For some of you, you're about to be 50 and you're like, shut the fuck up, please. Okay. Or you could be in your 30s. Okay. And this could have you feeling a way about love and loyalty and patience and will I ever find it? In some ways you already have. That same loyalty that you want to extend to others so quickly, so willingly, is the same loyalty that you need to have for yourself, to protect yourself. We have 2 cards here talking about protection. Sacred Beetle Armor, you have a Mighty Shield, the number 38. And a Loyal Guardian, a magical protector, is there for you. This is bringing me to Proverbs 4:23. Guard thine heart, for all that you do flows from it. This is knowing when to have that heart chakra open and allowing things through the portal, and knowing when to put that shield of protection over it. Black crystals could really do you well at this time. Playfulness. See, I told you. And look, at the bottom of the deck is generosity. I told you, don't stop loving life. Don't stop believing. Literally, don't stop believing. There's still magic despite the pain. There is still love despite the hate. I still love, I still love, I still love, I still love, I still love. I still love, I still love, I still love, I still love, I still love. People will love you and support you when it's beneficial. What song is that? Is that Pills and Potions by Nicki Minaj? Yes, it is. Pills and Potions, Nicki Minaj. Pills and Potions, Nicki Minaj. Could be a great song for you. I feel like this group here is disheartened by a reality that has touched down about essentially how you may not be able to be as open and kind and free and caring and giving as you would like to be because you have to protect yourself. Like there's this essence of sensitivity coming through here. But you're being called to play around with the reality of what you know is true. But how can you make this good for you? How can you make this good for you by turning that love inwards? I fucking knew it. Group number 1 is showing up again in this reading. This card came out too. So you definitely are connected to group number 1. And just for funsies, I'm going to pull another one. But this card, again, talks about, excuse me, breaking outside of that bubble. Giving yourself new reasons, new bounds. Wow. Look. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, you see how this reading just went badass as fuck? Like, this just went badass, bro. It just went badass. We went from 50 to 52. That makes me think of the Two of Wands, which was also the leading card in group number 1. Now you're moving ahead with that mentality that's going to get you somewhere. Like, yes, you are soft and you are loyal, but baby, just as much as you are soft, you are also hard. I guess you could call it that. I'm so hard. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm so hard. You know, that's a Rihanna song. Like, look at the two people that we just mentioned here. Rihanna and Nicki Minaj. Two people that I believe they both had kids in their 30s. I don't keep up with stuff like that, but I think that they're in their 30s and they had their kids. Take your time. If you want to be quick to love something or someone, let it be something true. What's that one song I'm getting? And if you love me, let it be beautiful. That's Chris Brown. Let it be beautiful. Let it be beautiful. I don't know if the song is called Beautiful. Just type in Chris Brown, Let It Be Beautiful, and I'm sure it'll pop up. This is you with all your lessons learned. A few years older, a few years wiser. And yeah, sometimes that wisdom can wipe the smirk off your motherfucking face when you spot, I'm hearing when you spot a tyrant or when you spot the enemy trying to deceive you again. But just move accordingly now. The birdies are coming through with a message of needing to find a balance between protecting yourself from false love, but also immersing yourself in true love. We have White Owl. The wisdom and messages of the divine are within you. This is definitely calling you to the love that is within you and how you can spread that wealth, that joy, in a new way. You see how she's like pointing at it? Like, your shadow is like, bitch, I'm tired of this shit. Let's do something new. You're being called to take on a new hobby or a new volunteer program or something like, I don't know. But basically this is giving service. Like, you're like, I still want to help motherfuckers, but I don't want to get scarred. So let's do it like this. This is about playfully adjusting. My left ear is ringing. That's the first time my ear rang in this reading. Let's get some clarifiers, please. Let's get some clarifiers. Clarify, clarify, clarify. Teapot, deep friendship with someone of the same sex. Yes, did I mention that? Because I hope I did, but I'm going to mention it now. This love can be found in friendships too. I feel like you really want, like, I think you want intimacy, I feel like, what is it called? Touch is your love language. Like, physical touch could be one of your love languages. So you're being called to find a healthy way of getting this to yourself. Even if you're not in a connection. I'm seeing someone like cuddled up in a blanket, warming them, like coddling themselves. This could be literally or metaphorically. Door. Trust that you are protected moving forward. And I mean protected because you've learned the lessons. Carrot, opportunity, or windfall. Bear, danger, especially in money matters. Jug, lighthearted, carefree time. Bottom of the deck, 4-leaf clover, great good fortune. All right, let's see here. Let's see what messages are trying to come through, because it's interesting the way that your tea leaf cards came out. I feel as though they might be completely disconnected from that up there. Spirit said yes, 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 yes it is. Whatever it is that you're healing from, whatever it is that had you emotional, whatever you were thinking about when we were going through this top row right here, your healing from this is outside of that. It's in your friendships. It doesn't have to be same-sex friendships, but that's what the card says. So it could be specifically a same-sex friendship that's waiting for you to explore deeper depths. You literally have opportunity here twice. The way to heal yourself is to protect yourself from whatever that was by taking on new opportunities with your friends, taking on new opportunities in work, taking on new opportunities in financial stability. Like, there's so many things that you could be focusing on to help yourself heal from whatever this was. Because this is like a wound right now that just needs to be left the fluck alone to heal. Lighthearted, carefree time. Basically, decisions, determine, and destiny are what she's standing on. That's all that you can control. You can determine the decisions that you decide to make, the opportunities that come from those things. And that's your fate. That's your destiny. Whatever you're uncertain about, just let it heal. I feel like you have it's like you have a wound that you don't know how to heal. But all you do know is to keep it clean. So do that. Keep it clean. Until you do know what to do. Right now I see that there are hella opportunities waiting for you to, first of all, take the opportunities by presenting yourself to say, hey, let's go do this, let's go do that, I should do this, I should do that. And then you creating this opportunity, going through this door for you, just brings more opportunities, more windfalls that even help your money as well as your free time. Be mindful of the doors that you open up, because they come with windfalls. Whatever door you open, it comes with things. Be mindful of what you invest your money into, and be mindful of what you invest your time into. And also be mindful of who you share your secrets with. Could be another thing to hear too. That's just very brief, nothing to freak out about, baby. One thing that I had to embrace is that when you stand in your truth, no one can hold it against you. I don't ever let any words leave my lips that I don't want anyone to ever repeat or know. If it leaves my lips, that means that I'm okay with it being broadcasted across Channel 13 News. You know? It is what it is. Even if it's not the prettiest thing that I might say, they might broadcast it. It might make me look like a bad guy. I don't care. Because I know I'm not a bad guy. This group right here, you have a mosh. That's why this card makes a lot of sense. The wisdom and messages of the divine are within you. You have a mosh of energies coming from the birds here. I'm not going to explore it any further. I've been trying to debate which card to read. I'm getting to read both of them. The Elves' Playfulness and the White Owl. So I will do so. Let's read Elves' Playfulness first, the number 15. The number 15, Elves' Playfulness. On page 64 and 65. The elves have invited you to dance with them under the stars and moonlight. The music begins and you twirl and leap with glee. Elves and fairies dance around you, and the wild spirit of the night fills you. All inhibitions dissolve, and you giggle with delight as the spirit of playfulness embraces you. Allow your inner child to play. Embrace your innocence. If you have been taking life too seriously, this card reminds you to lighten up. All that is required of you is to enjoy yourself. If you're responsible... We're taking a commercial break, y'all. Give me 1 second. Oh, now that I see... why y'all won't let me play the video again? I want to hear the birds again. Thank you. All right. If your responsibilities and hard work have clogged your life force energy, it's time to give yourself a break and have some fun. Nurture your spirit by doing something unexpected, madcap, or even silly. The greatest gift that you can give the world is your joy, so make play a priority. Like fairies, elves are diminutive beings that live in the forests, meadows, and hollowed out tree trunks. There are accounts of elves throughout history and in every country in the world. Many people attest to having seen them playing in the woods. In some traditions, they are thought to be gleeful tricksters with a reputation for pranks and mischief. Allow this joyous energy into your day now. The spirit of the elves says, embrace your innocence. Let go of heavy responsibilities. Give yourself a break. Nurture your spirit by doing something fun. Joy is as important for sustaining yourself as the food that you eat. Food that you eat, carrot, opportunity, or windfall. Teapot, deep friendship with someone of the same sex. Those are 2 things that you can ingest. And we even have a little jug over here for you to put your tea in. I mean, I don't know why you would do that, but you get what I'm saying. Let's see, the white owl. Okay, for some reason, this white owl, isn't there like a tobacco product called white owl? My old self would know. My current self would not. Let's see, white owl. That just seems relevant, though, to somebody. Maybe somebody smokes white owl. White owl. I think that's a brand of is it a Swisher? I don't know, bro. A blunt. Whatever. Why are we having this conversation? Don't do drugs, kids, even if they are legal. Anyways. Where is it in this goddamn book? White owl? Hello? I see the wren. Are you at the end? Are you the last? Are you? No. Hello? I see owl, but that's different from the white owl, right? Let me see. Y'all be patient with me. Oh, I just saw the white swan was at the beginning, so it might be at the beginning. Oh my gosh, the whites are at the front. You know what? Shut up, Victasia, please. Okay, sorry guys. We have a white owl here. Please ignore my ignorance. Page 19, that makes me think of the sun card. The owl is a bird of mystery, omens, and the gifts of the unseen. The white owl is a unique messenger who brings light into the shadows. The mystery of owl is suddenly illuminated by the light of the divine and calls us to our highest intuition, knowledge, and awareness. Many of the ancient wisdom goddesses kept owl as their wise counsel. The white owl signifies their wisdom of divine guidance coming through. We first need to be ready, willing, and able to listen to this guidance from spirit, and then have the faith to follow it. I can't go on until I show you. We have this little white dove there, okay? I had to point that out. It was showing up in my third eye, so I had to let y'all know. Continuing on, the message. The white owl awakens a keener sense of listening, seeing, sensing, and knowing. This divine messenger encourages you to follow your intuition and allow those senses to expand as you do so. Our ability to connect to the divine messengers is a skill that needs to be used for the highest good. Now is the time to pay attention to the messages you are receiving, whether through synchronicity, repetitive thought, or direct revelation. Follow the guidance that asks only for the best and highest good for all. Energies, intuition, wisdom, knowing. The season of fall could be relevant to you. And actually, as I am currently reading this, it is the fall season. The element is air. Didn't I tell you that I was getting air? I love this. Color, white, purity, and healing. Affirmation. I honor the messages and guidance of the divine that arise within me. You have to trust yourself. I'm hearing, express yourself. I think I channeled that in another one too. I don't even know, is that like a real song, or I just know it from a commercial? But this is all that I have for my group number 3s. Sending you so much love, so much life. Leave love in the comment section down below. Let me know how this resonated. And if you are a TAYlien, I will see you at the very end of this reading. But until next time, take care. Be well. Group number 4 that resonates with this leaf. A leaf? Bitch. A leaf? The feather. But I was also getting that you may be deeply connected to group number 2. And what's crazy, y'all, is that I don't even remember what group number 2 was about. Okay? I gotta be honest. Tell me. I'm picking up on heavy Pisces energy right now. Pisces, Libra, and Aquarius. Very like aloof energy coming off right now. Yeah, like fanciful. Okay, also philosophical. Let's see. A little birdie told me we have the 3 of Pentacles here. You need to be more present. Something about being more present. See, look, 2 kittens you must choose. You have to be more present. You have to choose to be more present in a situation, or let's see. I don't want to talk too much before I know what's really going on. We have Little Owlin. Wisdom as light as a feather. Wow, as we are doing feather messages from the birds. We have Alice in a sea of tears, cast away out of your depth, feeling abandoned. The number 11. Bottom of the deck, coming through, butterflies and gloom. After sadness, happiness and hope returns. The number 22 here. Okay, so yeah. Escapism. The birdies are calling you out on your escapism tactics, okay? And all we want you to do is just find healthy measures here. Wow, you have double owls. Okay, we have double owls here. Seek the wisdom in the situation. Bottom of the deck, we have Spirit Guardian of Spring activation. That was group number 2. Yes, I love that. I love how that message came through. Your reading is also going by much faster than everyone else's here. Okay, ooh. That's not like a reaction to you. It's just like something seems painful. Something that you may be holding yourself in, or something that you're in a contract, or you've been binded in some way, shape, or form here. This could be in a love situation. The birds, they want to say love should not feel like it's siphoning your growth, okay? See, yeah, there's like this energy of like feeling like I'm getting something about like energy harvesting here, like harvesting energies. knowing when to apply yourself, where to apply yourself. Let's get clarifiers because there's definitely a need for clarity here. We have Ace of Cups in the month of December. I'm going to get a second card for December, but currently as I'm filming this, it is December. This could be a new self-love tactic that you are discovering this month. We have Dog close up, pleasure with a close friend, okay? All right. Finger, warning you of a problem either now or in the future. Yeah, I feel like there's something going on in love or escapism tactics currently that you are being called to face head on. Let's see. The little owlin, wisdom light as a feather, says scissors, disappointment in some affair. I feel like you might be feeding into something that you know, yeah, with wisdom, like you know that something is short-lived, or you know something. We have bird perched, waiting for news package or letter. It's almost like you know that you're waiting on something that's not going to happen or not going to occur here. And I feel like this has to do with someone changing here. We have gong, an exciting event. Let's expose your card, eagle. You are learning all aspects of spiritual connection and reaching new heights. And I'm going to clarify that. And I'm going to read that message directly. Victory in some endeavor. Yeah, there's something here. Like you may feel like you're being strung along in a situation. Yeah, bitch. That's what's going on here. Good news. All right, we have good news. We have good news here. Good news. Okay. You feel as though you're being strung along in a situation, but you're very well aware of it. Or you feel like you're being called to wait something out in a situation. In your current life, a little birdie told me that you are being wise. You are being silent. You may be playing the victim in a situation, but on purpose. This is kind of looking, I gotta be honest, this is looking like a manipulation tactic. But I'm getting like, you wouldn't do this if they didn't start it. There's something here, like maybe something that you've been binded to, that you just kind of have to learn how to love, okay, or learn how to rock with it or work with it, okay? This could be a contract that you just can't get out of. Maybe you decided to hang out with someone. Yeah, I am seeing that. Like maybe there was some sort of arrangement to hang out or an arrangement. Things got cut off. And you're in this current state right now. You know better than to wait. You know better than to sit around and wait. You're making things happen in the midst of quote unquote waiting. You are playing a mind game right now. Like you're playing chess with somebody. But an exciting event clarifying this lets me know that it's like this concept of like a trap that was set for you is actually going to set you free. It's going to make you freer than what you've ever been. And it takes me to eagle. You are learning all aspects of spiritual connection and reaching new heights. I feel like you may be taking the like maybe I really am getting like you're in a relationship or in a connection or you're in something or at a job or in a class that you don't see fit for you, but you're doing the best with what you have. I really need to read this card here. I need to read it. I need to. Okay, that's from the Oracle of Visions. Ooh, and look, I didn't realize she was on the cover. That's relevant, y'all. That's relevant. An exciting event, and it happens to be the card that is the cover. Okay, let's see. 36. What is card number 36 talking about? Card number 36. What do we want to talk about? Please bring clarity here because there's a lot of I'm being brought to a chessboard. You're playing chess in a situation. You definitely are. Entrapment, limitations, restrictions, complications. We have more ability than willpower. And it is often an excuse to ourselves that we imagine that things are impossible. We are entangled by obstacles, real or imagined, that restrict our wishes and actions. Whether by ignorance, self-doubt, or a paralyzing fear, we allow them to control, limit, or imprison us. If we could just summon the strength of will and confront them, we might face them down and ultimately overcome them. In doing so, we are free to fly once more. And we keep talking about like wisdom, and you literally have two owls here, and talking about flying and freedom, and you have an eagle that flies higher than any other bird, I think. I could have just made that up. This is an angel without flight, her wings entangled by troubles, obstacles, and fear. In her suicidal pose, red ribbons entwine her wrists like streaks of blood, but her entrapment is a consequence of her own fear. Blinded by anxiety, she is unaware that the nearby sword could be used to cut her ties and set her free to fly once more. And you know what's so crazy, y'all? Is that the whole time that I was reading this energy, I was looking at the sword, but I did not acknowledge it. We have these scissors and the swords. Something that you don't like, you can cut yourself free from, or you can slowly but surely free yourself from. Now I'm being guided to read this eagle card, and so I will do so as well. The eagle is a mystical symbol of the sun and sky, a messenger of spiritual knowledge. Eagle is also held as a representation of higher authority, heroic nobility, and power. Many cultures honor eagle feathers as sacred ceremonial tools. Air is the main element of eagle, representing the realm of higher mind and inspiration. Eagles possess incredibly keen vision and are among the longest living birds, some living up to 25 years. Message. As you begin to soar with eagle, you are able to reach new levels of spiritual understanding, knowledge, and connection. The eagle feather indicates that a great spiritual awakening is happening, or that it is just on the horizon. To get yourself out of the situation, you are about to recognize your sword or your scissors to get yourself out of something. With wisdom, with care. It's like you've been waiting on something and you're realizing that you are what you've been waiting for. The power and grace of eagle is a steady reminder that this call demands personal responsibility. As you begin to raise your vibration and perspective, it is important to notice what you see from this higher place. Use this vantage point to bring new visioning into your life. You literally have wings, bro, but you over here looking down like, oh, woe is me. But you're not looking around long enough to get yourself out of the situation. You're too much in this woe is me that you're not seeing the sword right beside you or the scissors a little while away. Use this vantage point to bring new visioning into your life. Hold on as eagle takes you on your highest point yet. The highest flyer, I think I might be right. Know that the divine energy of Great Spirit watches over you as eagle as well. Wait, what? Know that the divine energy of Great Spirit watches over eagle as well as you. Energies, power, perception, spiritual insight and knowledge, the season of summer, the element of fire and air, colors, white, black, brown, yellow, and affirmation. I am awakening now to my power, knowledge, and vision. Got brighter as I said that. This one was pretty complex. If you don't mind sharing what this is referring to in your life, I would love to hear about it. Sending you so much love, so much life. This is what a little birdie told me to tell you. Bye. Greetings, TAYliens. Let's go ahead and get into your message. Let's dive a little bit deeper, shall we? Let's dive a little bit deeper. A birdie told me to tell my TAYliens what? Damn. Well, what bird is that? Get over it. Like, what the fuck? The Queen of Cups. What is this? Because I know damn well that Spirit would not just tell you to get over something like that. Let's see. I think that this is a play on words or a double entendre or something like this. Mermaid in a koi pond. Rediscover your individuality. Become the dragon. Bottom of the deck. A beautiful little worm. Take care of yourself. Yeah. This is about getting over something though. Let's see. But you know what? If you're really a TAYlien, you would probably laugh if somebody told you to get over something like that. Be like, bitch, I wish I could. Unicorn. Purity. I love that my TAYliens got the unicorn card. We haven't seen this card all day, and my TAYliens got it. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Guardians of the land, protection. Doesn't he look so ominous back there? So ominous and mysterious, and it's like you can't tell if he's looking at you. I think he's facing away from us. Yeah, he's protecting this that's right in front of us. Fairies could be relevant. Elves as well. They were mentioned throughout this reading. Fairies and elves may be acting as a form of protection of your pure essence to rediscover your individuality. You literally have rediscovering your individuality in Unicorn. This came out in group number 4. So you may have been drawn there, TAYliens. I'm going to try to get a new card, though. I felt like for a second I said new car. Some of you could have a new car on the horizon here, is what a little birdie told me. We have the number 9 at the bottom of the deck here. So yeah, I was just about to say something is being put on display, but it's you in a way. Someone's putting you up on a pedestal or something like this. We have the number 40. Let's get some clarifiers, but first, no, not yet. We do not get that card yet. Let's clarify. What is the get over it? What is that? What is the 6 of Swords? The beetle, good fortune. So maybe you had a season that wasn't so fortunate. Spirit's like, get over it, because we're on to new shit now, bitch. Oh, that's hilarious. Seasons come and seasons go. Seasons have ebbs and seasons have flows. Dogs, getting together with friends. Maybe you had a dry spell with your friendships. Maybe your relationships were kind of lacking luster. Well, it's coming back now. Your social life is reviving itself. We have Torch, spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. I'm seeing that you are seeing how you can free yourself in your relationships more. I don't know, it's like you want to have more wiggle room in your friendships, in your relationships. And what I mean by that is like more room to dive deeper. You are highly thought of. Canary, step forward now and sing your song. There is power in finding your voice. This is all about you, bro. Like your individuality. You literally have the word individuality, unicorn, purity. Like a unicorn is the essence of uniqueness, individuality, and finding your voice, your song. I think that a lot of time has passed and now you're finally awakening to how important you are, to how important your voice is. Flag. Do not be tempted to lower your standards. See? Lobster, financial pinch. Okay, for some reason, yeah, maybe that's what was going on here. Is like maybe you feel like you were coming out of a tough pickle. Maybe some sort of rift in a relationship affected your money or something like that. It doesn't have to be for everybody. This card is calling me to read it though, so no long talking. Let's get to it. This one and the one that's at the bottom of the deck. April 9th could be a relevant day to you. All right, so card number 40. Time, life. Time is a figure 8. At its center, the city of deja vu. Ooh, that's, ooh, y'all, you have to watch our last live video in relation to when I am recording this. The last one is titled, Welcome to Futures Past, Present. You have to watch that live video because this is what I'm talking about. And also the video right before that said that the angels have told God about you. Those two are very relevant to this, okay? Let's continue on. Time, the ultimate thief, gradually takes from us and never gives back. A hooded priestess holds out her hand, offering us a lifetime in the form of an hourglass. Its shape suggests a cyclical nature that we might simply rotate and start afresh. In smaller issues, that may be true, and indeed we often sense repetition. But in the larger sense, the hourglass is simply an illusion. In truth, such perceived patterns are merely detours along one's journey. Here we see that the golden sand does not merely fall to be recollected, but escapes, and eventually the glass will be empty. Time is a commodity that is never really ours, but merely something we have use of for a given period. The only way to ensure the balance in our favor is for us to use our allotted time fully before it is taken from us. Live every day, hour, and minute to its fullest. Nothing in life's guaranteed, you'll see. I'm not being difficult, I just see things differently. You don't see the urgency, that really worries me. Naturally, that we have time, but anything can happen. Don't take it for granted. You know, I've been missing you for 10,000 hours, and I cannot let go of 10,000 memories. That's 10. What is she titled at? 10K Hours by Janae Aiko. Now let's also read this one. I've been missing you for 10,000 hours. I cannot let go of 10,000 memories. This could be my TAYliens dealing with loss, as you may know that I am also dealing with that as well. This is the first big loss in my life. 2022 takes the crown for the first big death in my life, okay? And it's really slapped me in the face, but not in like a way that I'm mad at life. It's just now I just look at life with even more of a question mark on my face, because it's like, damn, like without videos and pictures and memories, did it ever really happen? And that's some deep shit, bitch. But I'm not gonna let me not get y'all started, okay? Support, bearing the weight of others. 'Tis not enough to help the feeble up, but to support them after. Didn't I say that someone was gonna lift you up, help you, something like this? This card represents the offering of strength and assistance and bearing a burden on behalf of others. Providing support can take many forms: moral, emotional, physical, and financial. We can offer our shoulders to bear the weight or lend an ear to share grief. Here, a jester offers his shoulders on which the girl can perform. He raises her up, allowing her to be the focus of the audience's attention, his subdued posture deliberately taking second place. His identity hidden, he provides an anonymous contribution. In the background are 3 tarot strength cards, which serve as props and affirm this card's message. While the effort and gesture is a noble one, there are times where we should come out of the shadows and take credit for our contributions. You do not always have to settle for being second fiddle. Be careful to not allow others to take advantage of your generosity. This is an interesting wrap because the first group was really about, it was about credit and not taking certain actions because you wouldn't get your credit. And this is about balance, as with all things, knowing when to let the credit slide and knowing when to slap a bitch for your pride. Okay? All right, y'all. So, 904 could also be a relevant day. So 409, 904 could be times or dates. But a little birdie told me that it's your time to shine. And that's all that I have for you. Strong symbol standing out to me, how this torch is beneath this glowing unicorn and her eyes, as well as this bow, her nose, and the canary's eyes as well. I was just about to say something is tempting. Don't be tempted to lower your standards. As I just was thinking to myself, something was tempting. That's the channel that came through. Something is tempting. Do not be tempted to lower your standards because of the essence of time. Shine bright, shine far, be a motherfucking star. Where you live, where you are, be a star. Because how much time do you really have? This is a message to show gratitude for life itself. As of lately, I've really had to really reground myself and start thanking the Most High for the ability to use my fingers, the ability to see, the ability to taste food because I love food, bitch. The ability to smell because I love aromatherapy. The ability to walk around, to think for myself. That's beautiful. Those are blessings. Take advantage of them. Because a little birdie told me that time is of the essence, even though it doesn't exist. I'm leaving this here. Much love, much life. Bye.